Hey everyone, so we're back and today we're making Ganjang Gejang. Once again, we're going to give this another try. It turned out really great last time. I just wanted to tweak the recipe a little bit. So in case you don't remember, you haven't seen that video, that is soy sauce marinated blue crab that's traditionally served raw. I air fried it mixed with the rice to make kind of like a crab fried rice, and it was absolutely delicious. So we're just going to go ahead and get the marinade started. So for that we need 1 onion sliced. We're gonna have 8 cloves of garlic divided, so partially is gonna be cooked in the stock, partially is gonna be put into the marinade after it's cooled with the crabs. And then we also have about a tablespoon of ginger that we're going to chop, some dried shiitake mushrooms, some dried kelp, 4 dried red Thai chili peppers. Again, this will be divided, so 2 will be cooked in the stock and 2 will go into the marinade later. And then we also have, this is supposed to be 3 dried anchovies, but I got sardines instead because they're better for me. And so they're smaller, so I just increased the amount to equal about the weight. And then over here we have a serrano, a jalapeno, a shishito pepper, and a poblano pepper. And we're going to put half of each in, like, divided. So it's going to be like that. And normally it doesn't have this many peppers, but I wanted to try these milder ones in it this time because I love the flavor of these two. And so I think it'll give it a nice flavor without too much heat. And we also will have about a 1/4 cup of rice syrup. We'll have 2.5 cups of soy sauce over here, and I'm using this organic tamari, which is gluten-free. And then we'll have a 1/4 cup of Mirin, which is cooking wine. And that's along with 6 cups of water. And I have half of a leek. No, it's a whole leek. I have a leek that I have washed over here. This is actually 2. I'm using the other one for something else. When you use leeks, you need to cut the root off, split them down the middle, and let them soak in water after you've rinsed them really well, because they're very, very sandy and dirty in between the layers of the leeks. Because of where they grow and how they grow, they are very dirty. So you want to really make sure that you clean in between the layers. And then finally, 1 medium sweet apple sliced. Let's get started on this marinade. So I have 6 cups of filtered water in here. And I'm going to add in my soy sauce. That's 2 cups. Kill the bottle, we'll finish it off. And we will add in the onion, garlic, the peppers, dried shiitake mushrooms, our dried kelp, our dried Thai chili peppers, dried anchovies, ginger, so 1 apple, 4 dried pitted dates, 1/4 cup of mirin, and then we have a 1/4 cup of rice syrup. So we're gonna let this come to a boil. Give it a stir as it's doing that so that the rice syrup doesn't stick to the bottom. And then once it's at a boil, we will lower the temperature and let it simmer for 1 hour. I almost forgot. Out of sight, out of mind. Leeks. So I have to keep a really close eye on this because it is very, very full. I tried to use my larger pot, but it was far too large. I don't want this to be boiling over. Alright, that's up to a good boil now. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this down. Just watch it right here. Warm it up. My stove knows one temperature, hot. Just gonna babysit this for a minute and let it calm down. Alright, so we're gonna let that simmer for 1 hour and we will be back to strain it and cool it and clean the crabs and get this going. Be right back, guys. Okay, it's been 1 hour. Go ahead and turn my stove off. Grab this. Alright, we're gonna strain this very, very carefully. I'll lose any of the goodness. No! Like that. Can't tell you how sad that just made me. This smells amazing, guys. I'm going to gently run some cold water in the hopes that that'll help it cool down a little bit faster. So we're going to let that cool for a few minutes and then we'll take it out of there and cool on the counter. And we will get to cleaning the crabs. Alright, so this is a blue crab here. Unfortunately, they only had males. The females have a dome apron. And that's normally what you would use for this dish. But we will take what we can get. I'm just going to do a little cursory kind of scrub down right now. I've got this really stiff brush, and I'll put a link to it below. I got it on Amazon. We'll be able to clean all these crevices a lot better once we take it apart. And you want this clean. I'm only using half of these for Ganjang Gejang. I'm using the rest for the spicy version, which is Ganjang Gejang. And so you have to do a little bit more with those to split them apart. And I will not be showing that in this video, I'll show it in a different one. Well, in that video. So this is how you take it apart. You're going to pull the apron back like this and just twist. And then you should just be able to pop it open. Yep, just like that. And get rid of this stuff here. You want to keep that, but we want to make sure that everything is clean. You see, now we can like really get in here and clean all of this out. We take our kitchen shears here and just kind of snip off the eyes and the antenna, all that stuff that you don't really want looking at you. You know? Make sure. I want this extremely clean. I'm going to set this aside right over here. Go on to the body. We're going to take off these gills. Actually, sorry, lungs. The rest of that apron. Clean up some of this stuff here. This is their lung cleaner, like a little wiper. Just pull that off. That's good. Now we can really get up here by the legs. Make sure you get the legs. And we're just going to snip off these ends of their feet, of their legs, because there's not much meat there. And by snipping it off, you'll actually allow the marinade to get in better. And you can also go ahead and for me. But you could crack the cloth. So we'll just do that. And we're actually going to go ahead and put this kind of back together. Sorry, wrong way. I'm going to let him sit belly side down over on my straining mat. I'm just going to continue doing the rest of these in the same way. And then we will get it all nice and covered in the marinade. Now that our crabs are clean and our marinade is cold, let's get this set up to go. So you want to place your crabs their bellies up. That way nothing comes out. And the good meat or anything will just kind of dissolve out. Our marinade. What can you do to make these fit? Oh, burns my fingers. All the sodium. I'm gonna add just a little bit more soy sauce, just to make sure they're fully submerged. If I had a better container, that would be ideal, but sure that they stay down. And we will check on it in a day, drain off the marinade and boil it. And we'll do that every day for 3 to 5 days. So I will see you all back here tomorrow to boil the marinade. And in the fridge we go. Hey guys, so my Ganjang Gejang is done marinating. So we're going to go ahead and take this apart and prepare it. So as you know, I don't eat, well, I can't currently eat raw food. And so I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this a little bit of a non-traditional way. And that is to mix up the rice and everything like you traditionally would in the head with the meat. And then we're going to air fry it and make kind of like crab fried rice. So I'm just gonna make sure I have all of the stuff that I can't really eat. So like this, pull that out. Everything else is good. And my rice is finishing up cooking right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze all this meat out here. Just look at all that meat, oh my gosh. And you don't have to mix this in the head. I'm doing that mostly for presentation. And there is some, you know, meat and stuff in the corners here that you want to get out. But you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to do it in the head if you don't want to. You can just mix it in a bowl and fry it up. And that's what I'll do with most of it. So I'm gonna say that that's enough meat. I'll save this one to just add to the rest of my rice that I fry up. And once my rice is done cooking, I will finish putting all this together. Alright, so we have all of our mixed up crab rice and then our leftover egg that I had. Add this right here into the air fryer. I'm going to do this on 375 for 8 minutes, and we'll check it part of the way through. Let's check it. Oh wow, that looks so good. Just gonna give this a little stir. So that it can cook a little bit more evenly. Okay, we're gonna let this go for just a couple more minutes. All right. Oh wow, that's perfect. That is so, so perfect. Oh wow. Let me show this to y'all. Look at that. So at this point, you can top this with some sesame oil, sesame seeds, and green onions. You could also top it with some chopped green or red peppers, and it would be absolutely delicious since those are in the marinade. I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up, and I'm gonna finish cooking the rest of it just regular stir-fry style, and I'm gonna dig in. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight and letting me share my recipes and experiments with you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And I'd love to hear any recommendations you have for what I can cook next, so let me know in the comments below. And please follow me on Instagram and Facebook to keep up with any updates, and share any pictures or comments if you try out one of my recipes. Well, I hope y'all have a super blessed night, and I'll see you soon. Bye!